Today we're reacting to the March Madness mock. So let's get into it. I'm not gonna know how to say all of these college names, but we're gonna try our best of saying all these college names. Should I try this in one try? Yes. Or no? Am I going to? Yes. The lights are on because I think it looks okay. So let's get into it. Let's get this out of here. Let's put the iPad closer and let's start. There's 68 teams. There's 68 teams that could go into the March Madness. This is my first of a couple March Madness videos that I'm gonna do. So let's decide to finally start off. The first place at 68, Grambling. This is the place. If I'm saying that wrong, I think I'm saying that terribly wrong. Then Marmac. Then Norfolk. I know how to say that one, but that's at 66. Norfolk State. Then South Dakota State at 65. Then Eastern Kentucky at 64. Fairfield at 63. Colgate at 62, Eastern Washington at 61, Morehead State at 60, Oakland at 59, High Point at 58, Louisiana Tech at 57. Oh my god, this video is gonna be long. UC Irvine at 56, Charleston at 55, Akron at 54, Ohio, Vermont at 53. I'm not gonna pronounce to say that. It's the one with the A in the middle. I'm not gonna pronounce to say that, but that is number 52. Then Samford at 51. McNeese State at 50. Grand Canyon at 49. Princeton at 48. Richmond at 47. South Florida at 46, Indiana State at 45, Providence at 44, 43, New Mexico, 42, Seton Hall, 41, Nevada, 40, Gonzaga, 39, Boise State, Virginia at 38, Wake Forest at 37, FAU at 36, Texas at 35, Mississippi State at 34, Nebraska at 33, Michigan State at 32, then Oklahoma at 31, Colorado State at, I'm just listing off these, and then I'll say more stuff about it. At 30, Colorado State, TCU at 29, St. Mary's at 28, Washington State at 27, Northwestern at 26, BYU at 25, Texas Tech at 24, South Carolina at 23, and Florida at 22, Utah State at 21, Dayton at 20, Clemens at 19, Wisconsin at 18, Kentucky at 17, Auburn at 16, San Diego State at 15, Illinois at 14, Creighton at 13, I'm going to say that, yeah, right there. Then Duke at 12, Baylor at 11, Alabama at 10, Iowa State at 9, I'm surprised, Marquette at 8, Kansas at 7, Tennessee at 6, North Carolina at 5, Arizona at 4, UConn at 3, and Houston at 2, and Purdue at 1. That is seeds in order for the whole list of the teams competing in March Madness. I know this video took a little bit just to say those names, and I'm gonna say who's facing who. So Purdue is facing Merrimack / Gambling. I don't know how to say those two. Merrimack. Houston is facing South Dakota State and Norfolk State. UConn versus Fairfield. Arizona versus Eastern Kentucky. Michigan State versus Texas. Oklahoma versus Nebraska. Colorado State versus Mississippi State. TCU versus FAU. Then Dayton versus Grand Canyon. Clemens versus Richmond. Wisconsin versus McNeese. And then Kentucky versus Princeton. Creighton versus two places I don't know how to pronounce are right there at the top. And then Auburn versus Vermont. Illinois versus Samford. San Diego State versus Akron. Utah State versus Indiana State. Texas Tech versus New Mexico / Providence. Florida versus Nevada / Seton Hall. And then South Carolina versus South Florida. Duke versus High Point. Iowa State versus Louisiana Tech. Alabama versus Charleston. And Irvine versus Baylor. Washington State versus Wake Forest. Northwestern versus Virginia. BYU versus Gonzaga. St. Mary's versus Boise State. And Eastern Washington versus Kansas. I'm putting myself through pain for this video because I'm not a good reader. North Carolina versus Morehead State. Marquette versus Oakland. And Tennessee versus Colgate. So that is the whole, I don't know what I'm going to title this. This is the predictions. So my reaction to March Madness men's bracket predictions. That's what this video is going to be called. It's a 7-minute long video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Please like, subscribe. And March Madness is 12 days away. And then the NBA playoffs is a month away. So let's get into it. Bye. Peace.